Narcissistic abuse has been compared to being in an abusive relationship with a vampire. You feel drained, constantly depleted, yet you cannot quite put your finger on why. As survivors of narcissistic abuse, we typically focus on the psychological trauma, healing from the emotional roller coaster of invalidation, manipulation, and the feeling of losing oneself in the labyrinth of the narcissist's mind games. However, what if I were to tell you that the struggles we face in these relationships go far beyond the mental and emotional spheres? What if the narcissist's toxicity is seeping into our very core, leaving scars not just on our minds, but also on our bodies?
That's right.
The physical manifestations of narcissistic abuse are more common than we realize, and it's high time we shed some light on this often overlooked aspect of surviving narcissistic relationships. Now, before we get started, I want you to take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos. Let's embark on this eye-opening journey together. Welcome back to my channel, where we unlock the complexities of narcissistic relationships and personal growth. Today we are diving into a topic that might sound unusual but is deeply impactful: the physical symptoms of narcissistic abuse. This is part of an ongoing series where we explore various facets of narcissistic relationships and their aftermath. Stay tuned for more insightful episodes. Have you ever found yourself questioning your health, wondering why you've been feeling unwell without any clear explanation? It has time to consider the possibility that the culprit could be the toxic dynamics of your past or current relationship with a narcissist. So let's delve into the intriguing science behind this phenomenon: chronic stress and wear and tear. At the heart of every narcissistic relationship lies chronic stress. The constant manipulation, deception, and gaslighting take a heavy toll on your nervous system, triggering an almost constant state of fight, flight, or freeze response. Over time, this chronic stress can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses and infections. It's like an invisible battle within your body where your immune soldiers become fatigued and less effective at warding off the enemy. On top of that, it can wreak havoc on your cardiovascular system, potentially increasing your blood pressure and overall risk of heart disease. Think of your cardiovascular system as a complex machine that requires smooth, efficient functioning of its parts. But with the consistent strain of narcissistic abuse, these parts start to malfunction, leading to potential breakdowns. Let me share an experience. Sarah, a survivor of childhood narcissistic abuse, had always suffered from migraines. However, she noticed that these migraines intensified during her on-again, off-again relationship with a manipulative partner. As the relationship progressed, the headaches became more frequent and severe, occurring almost every day. When she finally ended the relationship, the migraines miraculously stopped. How is that for an intriguing link? Hormonal imbalances. Another fascinating aspect of narcissistic abuse is its effect on your hormonal balance. The constant emotional turmoil can disrupt the delicate equilibrium of hormones responsible for vital bodily functions. For instance, cortisol, the stress hormone, is released in response to perceived threats. In a narcissistic relationship, the threat is real, but the constant state of stress can lead to cortisol becoming elevated for prolonged periods. This can affect numerous bodily functions, including digestion, sleep, and reproductive health. Moreover, the manipulation tactics employed by narcissists can trigger the release of other stress hormones, like adrenaline. Over time, these hormonal imbalances can increase the risk of various health problems, from weight gain to diabetes and even infertility. Digestive distress. Your digestive system is intricately linked to your emotional state, and narcissistic abuse can wreak havoc on this connection. The constant anxiety and stress can trigger or worsen digestive disorders such as irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, or diarrhea. Narcissists often weaponize food, either by using it as a way to control your body size or by creating unnecessary conflicts around mealtimes. This adds another layer of stress to your life, negatively impacting your digestive health. Imagine trying to enjoy a meal when there is a ticking time bomb of criticism or an argument waiting to explode. The tension can make even the simplest act of eating a stressful event. Sleep disturbances. Sleep, the time when our bodies and minds should be rejuvenating, becomes a battleground in narcissistic relationships. The emotional roller coaster of the relationship often leaves survivors on a constant edge, making it difficult to relax and drift into dreamland. Narcissists frequently use tactics like love bombing or devaluing to keep their partners off balance. These sudden shifts in behavior can disrupt your circadian rhythm, leading to insomnia or other sleep disorders. Consequently, you may find yourself tossing and turning, unable to reach the peaceful sleep that your body so desperately needs. What's worse, this lack of quality sleep can further impair your judgment, making it harder to recognize manipulative tactics and putting your overall health at even greater risk. Weakened immune system. Your immune system is your body's defense force, a complex network of cells and processes that protect you from illnesses. However, narcissistic abuse can significantly weaken this defense system. The constant stress and emotional strain can suppress your immune response, making you more vulnerable to infections and diseases. Narcissists often invalidate your feelings and dismiss your concerns, which can make you question your intuition and ability to make decisions regarding your own well-being. This confusion and self-doubt can further weaken your immune system, creating a vicious cycle of illness and emotional distress. Unexplained pains and aches. If you've been experiencing persistent pains and aches that defy medical explanation, narcissistic abuse might be the culprit. Your mind and body are deeply interconnected, and the emotional trauma you endure in a narcissistic relationship can manifest as physical discomfort. Chronic pain has been observed in many survivors of narcissistic abuse, often in areas like the head, neck, and shoulders. These pains can be constant or intermittent, serving as a reminder of the emotional distress you may be grappling with. Moreover, the isolation and invalidation you face from the narcissist can intensify these feelings of physical discomfort, making it crucial to address both the emotional and physical aspects of healing. Allergies and skin conditions. Believe it or not, your skin can reveal the emotional toll of narcissistic abuse. Some survivors report an onset or worsening of skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, and rosacea when in close contact with narcissists. The stress and anxiety triggered by these relationships can cause an overproduction of cortisol, which can exacerbate existing skin conditions or trigger new ones. Similarly, allergies can intensify. The constant state of emotional turmoil can leave your immune system compromised, making you more sensitive to allergens and causing reactions like sneezing, itching, and inflammation, fatigue, and low energy. Picture this. You wake up every morning feeling drained and depleted, no matter how much rest you've gotten the night before. This persistent fatigue isn't just a result of not drinking enough coffee. It's a direct consequence of the energy you expend navigating the complexities of a narcissistic relationship. Dealing with a narcissist is emotionally taxing. You're constantly on edge, trying to predict their mood swings and minimize any potential conflicts. This mental gymnastics takes a toll on your energy levels, leaving you perpetually exhausted. Furthermore, the manipulation tactics employed by narcissists can leave you mentally and emotionally scattered, making it difficult to focus and recharge, thus perpetuating a cycle of exhaustion. Urinary issues. Believe it or not, urinary problems are a surprisingly common symptom of narcissistic abuse. The chronic stress and anxiety brought on by these relationships can affect bladder function, leading to issues like increased frequency or urgency. Additionally, the emotional toll of living with a narcissist can manifest as physical symptoms, with some survivors reporting an increase in urinary tract infections or other bladder-related problems. This highlights the intricate connection between your mental and physical well-being and the detrimental impact of narcissistic relationships on both aspects. Unintentional weight loss or gain. Another striking link between narcissistic abuse and physical health is unintentional weight loss or gain. Navigating a narcissistic relationship can be incredibly stressful, keeping you in a constant state of emotional turmoil. This stress can significantly impact your appetite and metabolism, leading to changes in body weight. In some cases, the trauma of narcissistic abuse can suppress your appetite, leading to unintentional weight loss. Conversely, some individuals might experience the opposite effect, where the emotional distress triggers an unhealthy binging behavior, resulting in unintentional weight gain. Both outcomes are detrimental to your physical health and well-being, underscoring the holistic impact of these relationships. Mindful awareness and actionable steps. Understanding the intricate connection between our minds and bodies is the first step towards healing. By recognizing these physical symptoms, we empower ourselves to take action, to seek not just emotional healing, but physical well-being too. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Reach out to support groups, seek professional help, and surround yourself with those who understand. Healing from narcissistic abuse is possible. One step at a time, one breath at a time, one day at a time. As we wrap up this eye-opening journey into the lesser-known territory of narcissistic abuse, I encourage you to embrace mindful awareness. Your body often speaks a language that's worth deciphering. Persistent, unexplained symptoms could be more than mere physical ailments. They might be your body's way of communicating the need for emotional and mental attention. Armed with this newfound knowledge, I challenge you to take actionable steps. Don't let these symptoms silently erode your well-being. Seek professional help, reach out to support groups, and most importantly, listen to your body's wisdom. Your healing is a testament to the strength of your spirit. By acknowledging these signs, you're not just becoming more aware, you're reclaiming your power. Remember, in the intricate dance between your mind and body, understanding is the first step to a harmonious tune. Thanks for watching.